Hey, what's going on, Virgos? Butch here. I'm going to do your read from now to the end of February. It is a general read, so it may not resonate with everyone. It is for your Sun, Moon, Rising, and your Venus. For all you cross watchers, roles can be reversed. Always feel free to comment down below. And with all that being said, let's get it. Universe, what's going on for Virgos? February 2023. All right, Virgos. So the first thing I see, Virgos, is I do feel like there is someone new coming in. Now, with this person, the first thing I'm getting from this person is I feel like this person is very stagnant energy with this person, very unhappy. You know, that feeling of defeat and that Four of Cups. I feel like this person, it's been a long time, very long time since this person's been happy. You know, I feel like this person's been kind of going it alone. You know, I feel like this person kind of keeps to themselves. I mean, we have the Eight of Swords as well, that self-imposed prison. I feel like this person keeps everybody at an arm's length. You know, I feel like this person has a hard time trusting people. You know, and I feel like it is caused by, I'm just getting this strong sense of like childhood trauma. I feel like it's been going on for a very long time for this person. I feel like people that were supposed to be there for this person weren't there. And I feel like moving forward from that, it's like every relationship from then to now has been at an arm's length because of that. You know, a lot of times when we have bad shit happen to us as a kid, or when people, and it's not so much bad things, it's just the fact that people that are supposed to love you don't, or people that are supposed to love you don't show you love and support. And I feel like this person never really had that. So they automatically assume the best thing to do is to keep people away. And I feel like it is a very lonely way to live. There's a very lonely energy with this person. Now, with this person, I feel like meeting you, it's almost like that. I feel like meeting you has changed a lot of their perspective. You know, I feel like you're exactly who they needed to find. You know, we had that Three of Wands, then we had that Hangman, that change of perspective. You know, that ship finally coming in there with the Three of Wands, and then the Hangman. So, you know, I feel like it's almost like when someone's been hurt on such a deep level, it takes a deep level connection to alter that. You know, I don't feel like they found that before, and I feel like that's why they never really dealt with what they're dealing with meeting you. You know, I feel like you're opening their eyes to a lot of things. Now, with this person, I want to warn you, there is going to be some hot and cold energy with this person. You know, I feel like this, you know, it's like being in the desert and just, starving. Not starving. You know, you're just dying of thirst. It's like that mirage. Like you see it, but you don't know if you can trust it. You want to believe it, but you don't know. You know what I mean? Like it's one of those things. It's like it seems like everything that you've been waiting for is here, but is it all? Is it real? And that's what they're struggling with. There's a huge internal struggle within this person. I mean, we have the Five of Wands. I mean, yeah, they're seeing a different perspective, and yeah, they're feeling something that they've never felt before. But I feel like in their experience, it's almost like things that are seem too good to be true are too good to be true. So I do feel like there is going to be some hot and cold, and I do feel like there is going to be some defensive energy surrounding this person. But that's not going to stop them. I just want to be clear with that. That's the struggle they're dealing with, but I feel like they're struggling through because there is something more there. There is something that they weren't expecting. They feel this nurturing energy coming from you, showing up for them, putting in the work. That giving energy that they feel from you, feeling like they finally found someone that is on the same page, that does want the same thing. And not only that, but it is someone that is giving them a different perspective, something that I feel like it's been a very long time if they've seen it ever before. It's like I've said plenty of times, we all just need that right person to fill that one void that no one else could fill. We can meet plenty of connections in our life that make us happy or, feel really good at the time. But I feel like there's one true person that fills all our needs. We can meet 10 people in our life that are 9 out of 10s. I honestly feel like that there's that one 10 out of 10 for everybody. And like I said, I feel like this starts off more in a friendship, but the more that you give to this person, the more nurturing they feel from you, the more they feel like, I'm not gonna lie to you, I feel like this person is gonna test you. I feel like this with the hot and cold energy with this person, I feel like it is gonna be a test. But we all know with Virgos, I mean, Virgos are they don't give up. If there's a good reason to be there, they're there. And that's why so many Virgos, like, there's so many different professions. Like Virgos always try to seem to be they always tend to be in a profession that is helping people. Like, one of my good friends is a Virgo, and she's an addiction counselor. Two other of my friends are teachers. I mean, Virgos have something, they can see something in someone, but they also have the patience. There's other signs out there. There's other people out there that see good in people, but they may lack the patience to see it through. Now, like I said, I do see this starting off as more of a friendship, but I feel like over time, as we build that trust with this person, I feel like you're gonna start seeing something that the world's never seen before, and that's who this person truly is. I get a very good feeling about this person. They're very kind, very authentic, very loyal. They just needed the right person to be all those two. It's like that. It's like a hidden gem. And I feel like the more trust they feel toward you, the more they feel like they're exactly where they should be with that World card. And I feel like there is a bond that you're going to have with this person. It's a pretty unbreakable bond. You're sharing something with this person that I feel like they've never had someone share with. And that's the thing. I mean, sometimes in life, we miss things. Two different people can date the same person and get a different person out of them. It's not just what you get out of someone, it's what you put in. Now with this person, I mean, there's no games, there's no bullshit. Very, very honest. When they open up, they're honest. It is going to take some time. It is going to take some work to get them to that place. But when they get there, this person isn't a bull. They're not a bullshitter. They're not a person that's going to lie to you. There's not a person that's going to, try to take advantage of you. I feel like the moment they know they can trust you, the moment they know they can open up to you, they will. And as we move forward, I see a huge transformation in this person. And with this person, I mean, Virgos don't look for the appreciation, but with this person, you found it. They appreciate you. They appreciate what you do for them. And that causes this person to show up for you. And I feel like you're both getting something that you may not have ever gotten from anyone else before. Someone that takes the time and patience for this person, and then they retaliate with that, with showing up for you, being there when you need them. And like I said, they may not be able to show up for you the way you show up for them, but in their own way, they're showing up. And it'll only get better. I see a strong foundation coming from this. And like I said, I feel like you already have a bond. This is a bond that it's a pretty unshakable bond with that Two of Cups. And then we have the Four of Wands, that strong foundation, and that Ten of Cups, that family. You're giving this person more than you'll ever really truly know. I mean, I do see a lot of confidence. Like I said, with that huge transformation, I feel like this person is gaining confidence, and all they needed was that one person to take a chance on them. All they needed was that one person to give them something they'd never had. People underestimate the power that they have. People underestimate what they really do for other people. But with this person, I feel like you're going to get a glimpse of it. I do feel like this person is going to be very vocal when it comes to showing their appreciation. They're going to be very vocal about, opening up to you. And I feel like it's going to build an even stronger bond. It is a strong bond, but you can have a strong bond with somebody, but if you don't, you don't embrace it and nurture it, it'll never really grow to where it should be. But with this person, like I said, I feel like you've done so much for this person. You've given this person balance. You've given this person purpose. It's like I said, it is starting off in more of a friendship. But that's more like this person getting to know you. That's more like this person, establishing trust with that Knight of the Pentacles, slow and steady. And I feel like as that happens, you're going to see this person start to come out of their shell. It's like that ugly duckling syndrome, I like to call it. It's when you've been treated a certain way your whole life, and then you just start to believe that how you've been treated is what you deserve. And it just takes that one person to see you as something more. It's nice to have 1 billion people behind you, or 1 million people behind you, or 100 or 10. It's nice. It's absolutely great to have that kind of support. But some people don't need that much support. Some people just need that one person to guide them in the right direction, to show them a different way. And you've done that for this person. Like I said, I feel like there is that hot and cold, but I feel like trusting your intuition is important here, because I feel like you're going to be picking up on exactly why they do what they do. There's going to be times when they feel like they're pushing you away. It's not that. It's just they're still having a hard time coping with the fact that somebody actually cares. I feel like this person's dealt with people before that kind of threw that false mask on there and just acted like they cared until they got what they wanted, and they couldn't be bothered afterwards. Now with this person, we have Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We have Libra, Gemini, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. Now, story time. It's it's I admire that about Virgos. I've said this before, and I'm going to say it again. Virgos see things, and they have the patience to see it through as well. Sometimes you can see something. I had a teacher growing up, Miss Fitzpatrick, and she was a Virgo. And I remember I was always kind of the class clown. Just always kind of avoided the whole doing work. And she always used to pull me aside and say, when you do your tests, you always do really good on them. You're taking in the information. You have the potential to do great things. She said, but what's holding you back is you not seeing it. Like she said, and I remember she helped me. She went to the school about me skipping a grade because she felt like the reason why I was doing so poorly. I mean, my grades were excellent, but it was the other aspects of school that I always struggled with. Like, I get in trouble, getting in fights in school, being the class clown, doing pranks, all that other shit was a negative outlook on who I was. And she went to the school board and she made it clear to them it's because I was bored. I wasn't being challenged. Now, I had teachers before that never seen it. They always just said, "Oh, you're just a troublemaker. You're a waste of potential because you always do good in your tests." Like, I was always an A student, but when it came to the other extracurricular in my life in school, is I was always getting in trouble. Like, I get detention all the time because I'd be pulling pranks and talking back, and just there were so many aspects that so many other people didn't see, but she seen it, and I always remember her, and she changed my life forever because she put me in a higher grade, which it really helped me. Like, I felt more challenged, so I spent more time on my work rather than having time to do other bullshit. But that wasn't the most important thing. What she did for me was tell me that I could be better. I could do better. And nobody before that ever told me that. They always told me it was a waste of potential. They always told me that I'd never amount to anything because I couldn't, I couldn't focus. I even had teachers trying to tell my parents to send me to counselors to get me on medication for ADHD. I wasn't hyperactive. I just bored. But like I said, she put herself out there and she took an interest. And from now to the end of time, I'll always remember her. And I don't really, I've seen her probably 4 or 5 years ago. I seen her and I talked to her and stuff, and I was just telling her, how things were going and stuff. And she always said that, she always knew that I had more in me, that I just need the right person. It's like having a rose bush. In my mind, that's the best analogy. It's like having a rose bush, but the wrong person owning it. Never watering it, never nurturing it, never giving it what it needs, never cleaning out the other weeds around it to give it room to grow. And then there's people out there that have the nicest rose bushes because they see something, they see potential, even if it, some people can see a dying plant. Like Rosa's stepmother, she can come into your house in a couple days, any plant, you could have plants in your house that look like they're ready to be thrown out, and she'd have them sprouting back up. She's a Virgo as well. But that's the thing. Sometimes it just needs that. The point of the story is sometimes you just need that one. There's that one person that's gonna see you the way you need to be seen. You know, if I never had her, I would have been stuck in the wrong grade. I probably would have gotten more trouble. I probably would never finish school. But that one person changed the trajectory of my life. All because she went above and beyond because she cared. She seen potential. She embraced it. She nurtured it. And she gave me a purpose. You know, I remember her always, like, when I did skip a grade the next year, I remember her always seeing me in the hall and stuff and asked me how I was doing. Like, she didn't just give up with helping me see my potential. She continued to nurture. She didn't just help me along and then forget about me. And even when I seen her a couple of years ago, she knew exactly what it was. You know, and sometimes we just need that special person to take a special interest in us, to show us how special we truly are. And the best thing about that is people that see the best in us, a lot of times they get to, you know, they also get that big payoff. And most of them aren't looking for it. But it's like, you know, you see something that nobody else saw, and you just put a little bit of effort in, you put a little nurturing, you know, you give it a little bit of water, and it blossoms into something that nobody else seen coming. And there'll be, you know, people, you know, the world needs more people like that. So thank you. Be good. Take care. Stay safe.